Hello. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Honestly, I almost forgot what day it was. I'm glad I remembered. Hi. Hello, Henry, and hello, Pillow, and hello, everybody. I see some lurkers. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. So yes, we are continuing from where we left off last. We didn't go too far longer just because I was getting very tired. So we met this new guy completely dressed in red and who, oh, why did I go over there? Go back over here. The dude in the red suit, and he yelled at Phoneix for like messing with his bike or his scooter and then like sped off. And then we were about to talk with the old man again, but I left it off there, cause I was getting tired. And when we had been going on 3 hours and they introduce a new character, I'm like, okay, that's enough. That's enough for the night. So, I don't know what this man's name is, but he's a little scary. And it's probably our, impostor. So, we've got that going on. That's what's happening. You're playing a drug game, Schedule 1. Never heard of it. I never heard of it. But interesting. Tonight's beverages, of course, I have my normal water on standby. Today, I have an electrolyte mocktail, and I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't know how I feel about it. My partner bought tropical punch flavored electrolytes, and we had pineapple juice in the fridge along with peach guava, like unsweetened sparkling water. So I put all three of those together over ice. But those, because it's been over a week since I've had some electrolytes, and I need to get back into my routine of having my electrolytes. But the tropical punch thing has this artificial coconut flavor in it. Like, if it was just like the fruit flavors, but the artificial coconuts kind of ruin it for me. But I made it. Ugh, and I'm not going to waste it. Blech. Makes me think of Malibu rum, and Malibu rum is not a good time. At least not for me. Blech. Ugh, no thanks. Hello, Alyssa. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Thanks. I'll drink more of that. Thank you. It's good for me. And the pineapple juice does help. The fresh pineapple juice does help. Suffer! How dare you? How very dare you? No, it's the pineapple, because I just was gonna do the electrolyte powder, and I only put half a packet in, because a whole packet of electrolytes is way too salty, or at least the heavy duty shit. Like, if it's just like the normal Gatorade powder, I can do a full packet, but when you get like, you know, the fancy shit, like the Gator Light or the Liquid IV, like those big chunky packets, a whole packet is way too salty for me. And like, I get that the salt is the point, but half of it is fine. You love artificial and real coconut. See, I love me, like, I bet you, like, if I did pineapple juice and some coconut water, that would be pretty excellent. And it would have electrolytes in it. I'll just, you know, crack a few things of salt in there for a little extra electrolytes, because coconut water is higher in potassium than it is in sodium. Anyway. I don't know. It's just, some artificial, like, coconut candy is fine. It's just this particular artificial coconut reminds me of Malibu rum. And I hate Malibu, so. But I'm glad y'all are coconut fans. Ooh, when I was in New York over the weekend, I had this delicious, I went to this Thai restaurant. I just looked it up because, God, all my mother wanted was New York style pizza. And I'm like, we will have one meal that is not pizza, you autistic bitch. I don't know if she has the autism, but you know what? You know that shit runs in the family. But she thinks it's funny when I say that, because she's always said I'm autistic, and I'm like, I had to get it somewhere, bitch. And all she wanted was goddamn pizza, and I was tired of it. So I looked up this Thai place, and they had mocktails on the drink menu, and I got one called the Ocean Pearl. It was lychee juice, pineapple juice, coconut cream, and some butterfly pea tea, and the rim was covered in shredded coconut and a slice of pineapple. It was excellent. It was so good. Honestly, I might try and recreate it, because I am always looking for new inspiration for new fun beverages that don't include alcohol. So that was fun. I love lychee. God, that's one of my favorite. I know it can be a hit or miss for some people, because it does have a bit of a floral taste to it. But God, I am a lychee bitch. I love me some lychee. And I think it goes well with the pineapple and the coconut. Very tropical. Ooh, we had some self-care today. We love a manicure. And pastel blue. Very nice for spring. I like it. Nah, but I am pizzaed out. So I have been doing pretty much anything other than pizza, because I was over it. Speaking of, like, food things, y'all know how I was talking last week about how the orange maid outfit in the game reminded me of a specific restaurant? I looked it up. It's called Anna Miller's. I knew it was Anna something, but Anna Miller's. And they started in Japan, but they expanded to Hawaii. And now they only have one restaurant left in Hawaii. But the uniform that Maya and Maggie are wearing in the game is based off of the Anna Miller's uniform. That's what I was trying to remember. So there was that. I was so happy I finally remembered. Oh. Hockey's is Stanley Cup happening? The regular season ends today. Okay, good to know. I knew something big was happening, because they talked about it when I was in New York. They talked about it on the news, because people up north actually give a shit about hockey, unlike Texas news stations. They would not give a shit. You would take my drink, but your sodium's too high. I get it. I feel that. Hypertension runs in the family, so I always have to be careful, but my blood pressure's pretty well controlled. And, you know, my doctor was telling me to get some electrolytes in me. So, per doctor's advice, I'm watching it. Ugh, but I usually prefer electrolytes that are a little less salty, aka coconut water and regular Gatorade. Ugh. Whew, this liquid IV. Ugh, I'm gonna choke it down. Everybody and their mother, whilst I pull up the game, everybody and their mother has been hyping up Liquid IV, Liquid IV, Liquid IV. It's the best tasting electrolytes, best electrolytes. And I'm like, absolutely not. No. I heartily disagree with your opinion, these influencers, or, you know, whoever the hell is on the internet. Just plain old Gatorade tastes a hell of a lot better than all these fancy, expensive ones. There are some people in my circle that prefer Pedialyte, but I have not tried it yet. Again, it's pricey. I can get a better deal on the Gatorade. Yes, vote for the not conservatives. Go as far to the left as you reasonably can. And good on you for voting. Everybody should be voting. Damn it. Alright. Here's my game. Whoopee! Speaking of the law, let's get this game started, shall we? So, we gotta figure out who this literal red man is. And also who the old man with the allergies is. Cause he threw beans at us. Why did you do that? There we go. My model freaked out for a second. But let's find out who these men are and what they're doing in the Fruity Park. Let's go. He's red because he's Republican Phoenix, right? Oh my god. I mean, that could work. He's back. Poor man, get him some Claritin, Zyrtec, something. Phoenix wrong. Didn't somebody call him that? I think somebody called him Phoenix wrong in an earlier case. Ooh. Okay, we have more talking. Let's talk. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? He's going to deny it until the bitter end. It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Your stream crashed? Hold on, my internet is still okay. Let me double check. Are we good? Is it my internet or your internet? It is your internet. Okay. I'm double checking. Because again, it's not a Martha stream without weird shit going on. Alright. Why are you there, old man? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Take that! Brother, really? God damn it, I knew it. This old guy's got something to hide, but what could it be? Well, let's look at the evidence we've collected, shall we? Because I don't have a guide up. What do we got? I mean, we could show him the badge. He doesn't want to admit he's a simp. That's probably it. We've got the article, the job listings, lunch. Finally got the Magatama back. Right, the sports paper, the loan contract, and this dumbass bike or scooter. It is cute, but it needs a little TLC. It's missing chunks. Do we have enough? Maybe I was silly not to pull up a guide. I might as well. That was the right button. The real Phoenix could only afford a bicycle. That's so true. Him and Gummy. Living on instant ramen and whatever the Japanese equivalent of rice and beans is. Maybe it is actually rice and beans, just different beans. Because they got rice. Living on ramen and rice and beans. Why don't we give it a shot? Let's just see. Let's see what's up. Natto rice. Right, it's of course it's the soybeans. Here we go. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants: to eat. To eat? Is that the whole truth? What do you mean? The food is shite, my guy. I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all. You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got? I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food. The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu. That's the twin tea set. The food at Tribulations is terrible and expensive. You're wrong. It's cheap. Huh? I am rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons. That's a lie. We have your job listing magazine. What a load of crock! The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me. So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn? Exactly! I have so much cash I go for a swim in my money vault every day like Scrooge McDuck. Load of crock. It is a funny say. I've never heard load of crock. I've heard crock of shit, or a load of shit, but not a load of crock. But the translators probably didn't want to put S-H-I-T in the translation. Unfortunately, that's a lie. What? You don't have money to burn, you're flat broke. And we can tell by the job listings. This is yours, right? My magazine! Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? I was... so what? Okay, one lockdown. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the cappuccino. What the fuck is it? Coffee? Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8. Those had better be some golden beans. Unfortunately, Phoneix, that is how much a coffee costs at a cafe these days. After, you know, tax and tip. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it? Yes, it's the crotchety old man. No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not. But anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read. No, they don't. Newspapers? Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. Inflation is sad. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribulations. How do I prove that? The sports paper? Or maybe the owner. Maybe Jean. Load of crock is the anti-swear version. Okay. Even at a chain, dude, it's not that cheap. Or unless you're getting like the, you know, basic black coffee, but that's, I just make my coffee at home. Sports paper? Okay, I'll give it a shot. Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribulations. So what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Oh, Henry, we got a bot. Would you mind kicking it, please? Yeah, black coffee is infinitely cheaper. My coffee, iced, never hot. I make iced, strong coffee, add a splash of half and half, and a little sucralose. And that's how I have my coffee in the morning. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything! Begone, bot, thank you. I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go to Tribulations so much is... Is it Maggie? Has to be Maggie. Right? I think it's Maggie. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Tribulations. Ah, yep, dollar coffee promos. Yep, good deal. Ah! Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. Ah! But I don't recognize that face. He likes John. Listen, we can't, he wants the gay chef. Yeah, I was about to say, we cannot, rule out the possibility that he's gay. And you're probably telling the truth here, because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. Caught. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was your... Enough! Please, no more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Well, we got him. Listen, maid outfits are cute. I get it. Sir? Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil. No, I didn't mean it like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javicino every time for $8. All because of the servant girl. Punish me, lock me up. Sir, I am not about to indulge your kinks. I am a lawyer. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. How old do you think I am, dude? You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really. Listen, sir. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. Show some respect. I'm Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident. Victor Kudo. Don't see the pun. Victor Kudo. Victor. No, that's just middle-aged, pathetic man. He'll be old enough to be a Yakuza protagonist in 20 years. Victor Kudo. Yeah, I don't see the pun either. Which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych locks and everything. Kudos to the maid, he could. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Really? Could I just say, hey, I'm a lawyer? No. He's gonna throw more beans at me. I guess I do have to get him when he's in a better mood. And nothing with Maya. Well, where else do I go? Can I see Maggie? No. Gummy? No! I was about to say, I thought Gumshoe had something of ours, but I think he gave it back already. Yeah. What if I go back, maybe in the kitchen? Nope. Nothing in the kitchen. Maya is adorable. I love it. Actually, since we're seeing Maya. Ta-da! I will also be in my uniform since Maya's in hers. I'll keep it on. The oldest we've canonically seen Nick is 34 to 36. Is that in the newer games with Apollo? Yay, Vivian! Woohoo! Congratulations! I also felt that way on tax day, but I bet you felt that times 10. Whoopee! Congratulations! I hope you're doing better today. Neko Para vibes, fuck yeah. I would play that on stream, but those are some adult games. And I would get, oh boy, the websites would not be happy at me if I streamed those games. Well, there is a Nekopara game that's not quite as bad. I think it's the boy version isn't as bad, if I remember correctly. But I don't have that one yet. 5,000 in tax? That's amazing. Nah, my ass owed money. I had to pay they say that stupid motherfucker in the White House says that autistic people don't pay taxes, and I would like to disagree with that statement. I just paid you motherfuckers. So, okay, well, let's move before I rant about taxes. Woo! SakuraCon vacation. Have so much fun. Bro, the guests at SakuraCon are fucking stacked. They're absolutely stacked. So have fun. I wish I could go, but nah, my ass is staying at home this weekend. Boo Bear and Tetro, y'all can't hear me? Michael, okay. I feel like, man, my sound is on, nothing's muted. Oh, Tetro can't, okay. Well, hi, Boo Bear, I hope your break is going well. Patooey! I feel that. Hello, Alita, welcome! Yes, I agree. The man has brain worms. He doesn't get to have opinions. Or we should just stop listening to them. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Because I leaned into the mic. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get your ears. Bro, I bet you're excited to meet her. Let's go back to the old dude. We have to be able to do something. Right, half of the White House does need to be in a home. You're so right. More than half? Yeah, unfortunately. See, that's why I appreciate Bernie Sanders. He's parading the young members of Congress at events. Like, he brought out a young congressman at Coachella this weekend, and he's like, I would just like to take a minute of your time to introduce you to one of your congressmen. Cause like, my man's knows he doesn't got a whole lot of time left, so he's like, these are the people who are working for you. My young constituents, please go vote and carry on justice. He does. Honestly, I might, he has that classic New York accent. He really does, but I love it so much. Bernie Gumshoe. Honestly, I feel like Bernie would probably do Gumshoe's job better than Gumshoe. Anyway. No, but that was really cool, and I'm glad that he's, like, introducing young voters to the young people in Congress. Because we need more young people. Man, even if they're, like, young, as far as Congress goes, is, like, even, like, 30s, 40s, even 50s could be considered young, which is how fucked we are. Yes, Bernie would argue that Gumshoe needs a living wage. I agree, and he does. Poor bastard needs more than instant ramen and rice and beans. What can we present to this guy to get him to talk? Yeah, I wonder... Maybe I should read more articles about how to keep mentally sharp. I mean, I do know that singing for a few minutes every day can help stave off dementia and Alzheimer's. Because, you know, you're memorizing a melody and lyrics when you're learning music. You're utilizing muscles and brain power. So singing's good for you. I do know that. And like doing puzzles and shit. I do enjoy a puzzle game. Minimum is 30, maximum 60. I don't think we have a maximum, but the minimum we have is 35. People in government are having episodes, which really goes to show how much they need to retire. Right? Wasn't there some lady who was like absent from Congress because homegirl had a really bad case of dementia and she was just in some old folks home and just like didn't show up for work? Like, if you're still mentally sharp, yeah, stay in your job, but like, girl, if you got it that bad, it is time to go on vacation. Permanent vacation. Her office was closed and they never informed anybody. Jesus. That's a mess. Would this make you feel better? Nope. I'm grasping at straws here. I might have to pull out the guide, because all I'm getting is pelted with fucking beans. Quit throwing your beans. If you're not making money, you need to save those to boil them and eat them with your rice. Where should I go? Talk to Maya. I mean, she's only been working there for... Nope, that's all I got for Maya. Oh, what if I showed her the bike? She doesn't know about Big Scary Man.
Sorry, Nick. I'm a waitress now. I got a pile of work waiting for little old me.
Well, shit. Oh, what if I present it to Gumshoe? Maybe he'll know about this bastard. What do you make of this? Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Oh, god damn it. No, he's too busy thinking about Maggie. We don't have a profile for Scary Man yet because we don't know his name. Does Maya know that What's-His-Face is in debt? That might be the move, because I don't know if she knows. Because Gumshoe gave us this. Nope, that's not gonna do anything either. I know, I'm stumped. What do you mean, can you have her roll? Oh, because she's a waitress now? You wanna go and, do detective work? Go for it. Some future games, people show up as dark outlines if you know their name but not their face. The Office? I guess. Shit. Maybe we get a phone call? Nope, The Office doesn't trigger anything either. Huh. I'm stuck. Guide, rescue me. Help. How do I get this old man to talk? Ace. Recipe for turnabout. Did I miss a dialogue? I don't think I did. Let me double check. Nope, that's not it. I wanted... Okay, we got the sports paper. We talked about the chef. We found out he was in debt. We ate the terrible lunch. Right, okay. Oh, we have to talk. We have to present the old man to Maya. That's... Okay, fine. Fine then. I was just presenting the wrong shit, but it's fine. Oh, we love recycling. Good for... Do drugs and recycle! Oh, that's funny. Okay, back to the detention center. Alright, let's talk about the old man, Maya. Oh yeah, because we know his name now. He's 68.
Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons?
Yeah? He fed me as well. Got a bunch of those beans in my eyes.
Ooh, ouch.
Hey Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Huh? Me? Why?
There's something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure, okay. I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that?
I guess?
Can't get lit if the planet is lit. I guess so. Sir? Humph, you again, it. Well, I see.
Nick? His eyes are burning into me.
Anything to track down a criminal, Henry. God damn it. It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Ka. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, all right?
Play on the slide?
How old is she now? 19? We were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Pigeon. How can we crack this guy?
Excuse me, please, sir.
Quiet! Can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon? Mia to the rescue! When in doubt, titties. Yes, it is nice that he's not after the barely legal girlies. Hi, Velcro. You're just in time. Mia to the fucking rescue. How does she always know when to show up? That's so funny. I don't know. There is one pigeon that does look different. I don't know if it has any significance. We haven't found out yet. Yeah, Maggie is 23. But hey, that's past the legal drinking age in the US. Mia? Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Yes? Yes. Of course. Certainly. I'm Victor. Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave. Wow. You wrote it down? Listen, sometimes it is a fourth wall joke, isn't it? That's funny. Seriously, this man needs allergy meds more than ever. Okay, let's talk. About the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javachino over to him, you see? And? Was the customer alone? Definitely. He was the only person at the table. Doesn't she? I think she does. Then he took one sip of his Javachino and he said something like, and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. God, she's framing them. Even that's a trick even I know. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. Why didn't you put on the dress, Phoenix? Huh? But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Tribulations? Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. Listen, we haven't seen what's under that suit. We don't know. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Why do we need his credit card info? He has no money. I would welcome I would also welcome a Phoenix drag, so I am always a welcoming of a drag subplot. Of either direction. Swolnick's right. Listen, he don't have a car. He's gotta work to get to work. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France, does it? What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much! I can't take it! I want France! I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. Ugh. Okay. You visit Tribulations a lot, don't you? Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. She's selling. She's trying to get information, man. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right. That man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Are you gonna bring it up so she still never lives it down? Very true. He spends all his money on pigeon feed. No, I would be a dumbass bitch if I ever talked to Mia in the face. I am very stupid when talking to beautiful women. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh no, those eyes! I can't take this! Mia's really got this guy eaten out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers? Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things, mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course. He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino. I mean, there are multiple Londons, but I think all the other Londons are named after the famous London, you know? He really is a regular. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku? A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Great. Excellent. London Tipton. Love that bitch. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoneix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Ha ha! Maya knew what the fuck was up. Oh, God. Would I? Would I, Lily? I don't know. Alright, let's go back to the restaurant. Okay, is he back?
I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant.
Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no! How can you leave me like this?
I'm sorry.
That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those. Hang on. We save. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Volunteer, of course! Alright. Let's do this. Maggie's motive. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Allah, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Well, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died here had a lottery ticket. For $500,000. $500,000? Oui. But after the incident, this ticket, it disappeared. The ticket disappeared. Hello, Emily. Happy Thursday. Welcome. This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get a $500,000 lottery ticket. But there's no guarantee you would win the money. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Mais alors! You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me? But I have confessed to you everything I know. 500,000 in 2007 is equivalent to 760,803 and 41 cents. Damn. That is a lot of money. Oh, a scratch off. Damn. Okay. Well, that's different. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. It was you! Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you. Ah! Uh-huh, there we go. That is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Mais pourquoi moi? Moi? Why? You have no evidence. I am not masked. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. I don't know. The old man just said otherwise. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. It's that note, isn't it? What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. You think his... Well, okay, let's wait till I see it again. I'll be the judge of that. Please, read it. And put some feeling into it. Convicted before, a wicked man, or woman, repeat offender. He does kind of have a cute pout, I will say. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested from stealing for your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu! Les mensonges! You are the liar! You deny it? Do not make les false accusations, s'il vous plaît. So do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof I have ever stolen from one of my customers. The sports paper, maybe? Let's try it. Damn! He called me stupid! Can I prove he's... Oh! You're right, I can. Maybe I could. But I don't know how. Huh. What are you singing? Just one of my favorite chansons. It's called Imbécile. It is French. Come, monsieur, sing together with me. imbecile, imbecile. You are an imbecile. Let's try the Magatama. He's definitely stolen from his customers before. I just need to find the right evidence to prove it. Oops. Let's try that. There we go. Okay. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama. And I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Good job, chat. Oui, oui. I have a weakness for la little trinkets and la figurines. And it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? Oui, it is la truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not a small trinket, oui? It was $500,000. Man, no. Why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true you're in some pretty serious trouble? We have the note from Gumshoe. And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash. Let's go. This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Ah! You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. Right, he should get, everybody should get therapy, but especially this guy. As the ice melts, the drink gets better. It's not as artificial. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? All right, we did it. Very nice. All right. What was her motive, you bastard? Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to la radio with his earpiece. Huh, Maggie said something about that too. La winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket? Oui, he had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee? No, 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 no. Oh no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? La victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket. Right? Stealing from a corpse. That's even worse.
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you.
No, this is not true. All right. I did not take it. Le ticket for $500,000, I mean. Can I search your pockets? Or maybe your bank account?
But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
Mais non, ma fille. It was not... That's enough. Huh? Ah! Oh, it's... Oh, Mr. Coffee! Hello, Mr. Coffee! Welcome back! What in the heck are you doing here? This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? Hello, big sexy. Yes. Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am La Red, no? Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So, the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He didn't win something. $1. You see? I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? LaForge, attorney at law. Oh, that's good. See, coffee sounds good, but I shouldn't be drinking coffee after... God, what time is it? At 9:30 at night. Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? What? You came to just, like, drop the mic and be ambiguous? Okay. Voila, you two. Time to laugh at la pretty little Red. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's note thrown into the trash. Why are we throwing away evidence? Okay, but cereal doesn't have a shit ton of caffeine in it. Although, honestly, Pillow, were you the one who mentioned the Oat Crunch Cheerios? I know somebody in this chat did. I bought some when I went grocery shopping earlier this week. They're pretty great. I might have a little bowl of those after stream. Cereal does sound good. Right, everybody in chat thirsting for Godot. Good job. We need pain? I guess so. But maybe... I don't know, we already lost against pain once. Do we need to... That's funny. To find out, you'll have to go to court tomorrow and wait for Godot. Very funny. Very funny. Hello, Elliot. Welcome. Dunkin' Donuts Caramel Macchiato. That's a lot. I'd try it once, though. I am a cereal person, so I'd try any cereal once. As long as it doesn't have marshmallows in it. I hate cereal with marshmallows. You don't need that shit. Oh, you know what? You're right. They should have pain on the case legally in order for it to, like, make sense. But this is Japanifornia and they do whatever the fuck they want. So, yes, I am a cereal bitch. See, my favorites, I love me some Raisin Bran, especially Raisin Bran Crunch. I like Honey Nut Cheerios. I like the Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. What else do I like? Cap'n Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Trix, Corn Pops. Honey Bunches of Oats is yours. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's also good on yogurt. Like sometimes if I have like a yogurt with some fruit, I'll sprinkle some of that cereals on it. Honey Bunches of Oats. God, I can't Blech, I can't have the marshmallows. Like, I'm expecting, like, soft texture, but the marshmallows and cereal are just dry and sad. Do y'all not have Canadian knockoffs for Cheerios? Surely. Gotta have them a Pops, right? The commercials. You don't like Raisin Bran, Lily? I like a Raisin Bran. It's tasty. Ooh, very berry Cheerios. I have not tried the berry Cheerios. Okay, let's get back to where did the winning lottery ticket go?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Anyway, we can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. Poor Maggie. Ow, fuck. Okay, so we'll do the trial, but I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a minute before we do so. I like how we just decided to, like, not investigate where the ticket went. We're just gonna go to trial not knowing. Your inner child is untrusting. Who ate Raisin Bran hurt you? How did Raisin Bran hurt you, or did someone who ate Raisin Bran hurt you? Alright, Velcro stretch time. See, I hate Lucky Charms. I can't eat them. Like, the cereal itself has no flavor, and then the marshmallows are gross. When I was a kid, and had a sugar problem, I would just eat the marshmallows. But no, I don't do Lucky Charms. Also, that's bastardization of Irish culture. How dare you? You like your raisins and bran separate. Okay, but I got a question for you. Do you like bran muffins? Because that's another use for, like, bran, wheat bran, or bran flakes. My mom's a fan of bran muffins. I'm on the fence. Some are good, some are not. I also like whole grains. I'm also an oatmeal bitch. Like, not the instant ones. Instant oatmeal is trash. Like, honestly, the best, like, oatmeal or, you know, porridge I've had was in Ireland. They know how to do oats. So I learned how they cook their oats in Ireland, and I've been making them that way ever since. They are excellent. But just a warm bowl of oatmeal with some nuts. Yes, the hotel-style oatmeal. Yes, that's the good shit. You gotta add, like, double the liquid that the package says to add and cook it for longer. Oh, sure, why not? Oh, I hate overnight oats. Hold on, I'm gonna bend over. We're gonna touch our toes and stretch. Overnight oats are wrong. In my opinion, the texture is wrong. Because you don't cook the oats. So it's like mushy on the outside, but then you still have this uncooked chew on the inside. Blech. I can't do overnight oats. You gotta cook those bastards. Oats are meant for cooking. Also cookies. Ooh. Oh, big stretch. You coming for your pets? Stretch time is also pet cat time. The cold brew of oatmeal. So true. That's so funny. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Classic. Yeah, man. Classic rolled oats. Just like the normal oats, man. I also like steel cut oats. I like those too. They're a bit different in texture, but it's funny. In Ireland, they call them pinhead oats. But and you gotta cook those longer. But I like oats. Although I don't buy I mean, they could be Quaker, but I buy my oats in bulk, like from the bulk section, because they're cheaper that way than getting them in like the cardboard tube or a bag. So I go to the bulk section, and I buy my oats that way, and that way you can get a butt ton of oats, for cheap, and then you can use them for breakfast and cookies and, baked bars. You like oats, period, y'all picky. I was about to say, you have your own food opinions. Let us have ours. I did enjoy Ireland. I really did. See, now my ass... No! Okay, listen. We went to the Blarney Stone on our last trip. We went to Blarney Castle, and we climbed multiple treacherous spiral staircases, like made out of medieval stones. But I did not kiss the Blarney Stone because I didn't want to put my mouth on something that everybody else's mouths. So many people have kissed that stone. No. Also, it's so strange. I thought it was something you could walk up to, but the Blarney Stone is like at the top of this castle, and you have to like lay down on the roof of the castle and like dangle your neck and shoulders off the edge of the castle, because it's like in this arch over like the gateway. Like the stone is right smack in the middle of this arch over the gateway. So there's these metal bars that they make you hold on to and pull yourself like out above the ground with nothing underneath your upper body so you can kiss this dumbass stone upside down. And it was raining when we went. No. Listen, I let all the other old gays kiss the Blarney Stone. I saw it. I climbed the castle, and then I went on an excursion into the castle gardens. Yes, no, after everybody kisses it, they have a spray solution that they spray the stone with, and then they wipe it with a rag. So technically they do clean it after everybody kisses it, but I was like, no. No. But honestly, going to the castle was fun. The grounds were beautiful. They have a poison garden there. Like, they have a garden just full of poisonous substances, and every plant you go up to, they have a description. Hey! Nara's here! Nara's here! Thank you so much for subscribing for, oh my gosh, 18 months? Holy heck. Thank you, Nara. That's so nice of you. I've been enjoying your poems in the Discord server and your little animal friends. Why kiss an old rock? Because apparently it's lucky. It's supposed to bring you good luck. But nah. I was good. Our tour guide was like, "Are you sure you don't want to kiss it, Marta?" And I'm like, "No." I definitely almost missed the bus back to the hotel because I got lost in the gardens. Like, after I saw the poison garden, they had like a fruit garden, and then they had a horse graveyard. Like, all the horses that worked on the land, they like buried them in this little cemetery, and they all had their own little gravestones with their names on them, and they even had the donkeys too. It was really sweet. And then there's like, apparently somebody lives there, because there was like private property, and then I had to like run off the private property before I got in trouble. I just kind of wandered wherever, because they were like, okay, you have like an hour and a half to explore, and then like 10 minutes before we were supposed to leave, I was like running. Those grounds were huge. I was trying to run back to the bus, and they were on WhatsApp like, "Bitch, where you at? We're gonna leave you here." And I'm like, "Oh my God, please no. Don't leave me. Don't leave me in the foreign country by myself." So I made it back to the bus. Oh, but Blarney Castle was an adventure. But no, long story short, I did not kiss the Blarney Stone. That was a lot different, because I thought that the Blarney Stone was like this big ass rock, but it was like, it's just like a stone that's part of an archway in a medieval castle. That's what it was. So there's that. Peeing on it, honestly, I could see some hooligans trying to sneak in after hours and do that. You know, and maybe before they had like admissions and like gates and lines, people probably did that. But they've got it pretty locked up tight. Like we got there at, you know, the butt crack of dawn in the morning. Cause apparently if you don't get there first thing, the lines are pretty crazy. So we were the first ones there in the morning, to go do this. So there was no line in front of us, which was pretty nice. But now you buy tickets and you go through, you know, lines and security and shit. So. All right. Boom. Stretch break and intermission done. I guess we're just gonna, go in and, you know, fly by the seat of our pants during this trial, as we do. As we do, that tends to be how Phoneix does things. It stresses me out, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll do it. You know, they do have a camera system, and they take a picture. There's a picture goes off every time somebody kisses the Blarney Stone. So you could have a picture of you hanging off of a medieval castle kissing a rock. My mother didn't do it either. She was like, you know what? I'm too old. I have a knee replacement and a bad back. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to wander the grounds. And I'm like, see, this is why we're related. When is Red Oni Phoneix coming back? I don't know. Man's just yelled at us and then drove away on his rickety, broken-ass bike. So he might be, you know, during the next investigation, or he might run into court. I don't know. Since when was common sense genetic? Maybe it wasn't genetic. Maybe I just learned from her. But that's funny. Oh. Yeah, the guy who had the tiger on his jacket. That was a good jacket, though. I will say, the wardrobe is nice. Hello, Jim. Hello, Bob. Welcome. Or I guess I should say, hello, you're welcoming us to court. Somebody get Maggie into normal clothes, please. This poor bitch, still in the maid outfit.
I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh?
I want to know how the hell he hid from everybody. That's what I want to know.
But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor.
What's up, Velvet? Welcome. Hello, friend. We just finished our little intermission, and we're gonna go to court. Whoopee! Maggie! Gummy! My boy!
Detective Gumshoe!
Are you doing all right? How are you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Have a bowl of oatmeal. How am I doing? I'm better. I'm doing better. Things are slowly improving. And I got a really nice wrist brace, so I'm happy about it. You know, we have had a lot of disappearing acts, but like, I don't know where he disappeared to. Listen, we can stay in our maid uniforms. Maggie's still wearing hers. We will wear our maid uniforms in solidarity with Maggie. We're doing it for her. And you! Yes? You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. Damn, I think he's serious. He flew off with Max Galactica. I miss him. He was fabulous.
Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yup. Thank God.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right?
No, I don't. You didn't like Max? See, the one we didn't like in that case was Mo. I'd rather have Max over Mo any day.
Really? Can you, sir?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, she's not a cop anymore, so, like, she can't wear it. Thank you, Gumshoe. Right. Really? See, I'm waiting to finish the original trilogy before I watch the anime. Honestly, we could have a watch party of the anime, TBH. If we're watching Yakuza, we might as well. You know, honestly, I think everybody who went through the Very Big Circus case is, like, we all share the same trauma. We all share circus trauma. We love a watch party. I'll have to see if I can figure out how to get it on Discord, because sometimes, I think I've streamed Crunchyroll on a Discord call before, but I'd have to double check. It's a rite of passage. I've got the situation under control. I hope so. Oh, right, we were talking about how there's a bunch of anime for free on YouTube, because I found, like, Inuyasha and Ultraman and shit. We did have a watch party of the Prime series. There was only 6 episodes. So we finished it, I think, in like 2 sessions. Maybe 3? But we need to watch, the movie from 2007, because apparently that one's excellent. And also there's a musical, or a stage play, so that one should be fun. Oh no, Crunchyroll gets black screened on Discord now. Well, I did have to do a workaround to get Amazon to show up when I was streaming Yakuza, so maybe that workaround could also do Crunchy? But we'll see. Digimon! Okay, I was more of a Pokemon bitch. I never, like, watched the whole of Digimon. Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe I should do that now since it's on YouTube. I agree, Emily. Gumshoe is best. But I would rather have Max Galactica than Mo. God, Apothecary Diaries is so good. I love that show. I need to catch up. I am behind. What Precure are you watching? Out of curiosity. I know Aqua has binged them all, but I want to know which one you're on. Hell yeah, Gundam. I need to watch more Gundam. Ooh, and Pokemon Card Fight Vanguard. Okay. They are useless, but you know what? That's what happens in shoujo, is they take forever. Forever! You're kind and friendly, redeem. No saving! Bastard. Fine. My mod is bullying me. Oh yeah, they did make new movies, didn't they? Because there was a K-pop group that I liked that did an opening theme for one of the movies. Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. But you weren't there. If something I say doesn't mess with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay. We are forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen him this fired up about something.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you.
Really? Maybe it'll work out.
Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
Shut up, Maya. Don't jinx it. I can only wish. Oh, of course. He does love her. Maybe. I can't wait to see him with his boyfriend back. It's our favorite throuple. Just a police officer and his lawyer boyfriends. My favorite. Alright, here we go. You were shocked by how bad it was. You know, we grew up on that shit. Sometimes the nostalgia goggles aren't enough. Let's see. Oh, Emily was both Digimon and Pokemon. Okay. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Alright, cup number 1. Let's count how many. Okay. Every time he drinks, I will drink. Except I have electrolytes and not coffee. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Ah! What's wrong? Damn, did what's-his-face yell at you too? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating. How did they not know it wasn't Phoneix? Are they stupid? Yes, the answer is yes. It was Payne and the judge. They're dumb. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoneix. I see. So our trusty Phoneix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. They only saw the spiky hair. Right, that's it. That's all they needed. You know what? Yes, I do agree. The judge... He should be playing golf, not be on the bench. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. Iodine? Oh, right, the game you're playing. I was so confused. I was very confused. I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoneix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoneix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. I have a badge! Where's yours, bitch? I don't see one. That's what I intend to find out. Right, you don't have a lawyer's badge. I do. You're the one who didn't go to goddamn law school. No, I don't think the judge likes Maya that much. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Yeah, man, what's the backstory? What's the tea? As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial, nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial, which we don't know, because we were not there. Also, why the fuck is Payne not the lawyer here? Your court is, you are in contempt of your own fucking court. Wah! Hi, Aqua, welcome. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. That's all you cared about was the Godot lore. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation Dick Gumshoe. God, we're off to a great start. God damn it. A logic tax! Oh, God. This is rigged. Oh, well. Does the prosecutor have to work the same? Yes, the same prosecutor should work the case in a retrial. Like, that's supposed to make sure that it's, like, as, like, less biased as possible, I think. Oh, wait. Prosecutor. Right, we're the defense attorney. I thought it had to be both attorneys had to be the same. $500. Oh, hey! Oh my gosh, thank you, Pillow. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it very much. We've almost made it to a year. How exciting. Yeah, Espresso is probably his favorite track. That's his alarm in the morning. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. Great, we're switching everybody. This is, okay. Alright, fine.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. Wait a minute. Is his name a palindrome? Glenn Elg? His name is a palindrome. Okay, I get it. Because last time I was like, that's not a pun. Took me a minute. Now we just gotta get Victor Kudo and we'll get it. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. Why did I not see the autopsy report? The court wrong voice. The court accepts this into evidence. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. So, if it wasn't instantaneous, our spiky-haired man had an hour to slip the poison in his coffee and then leave. Advice on dancing with props? I would have to know what exactly you were doing with the prop. And like, what's supposed to be happening and then what is actually happening. And then I can help you figure that out. Not the Kool-Aid. Keep Jim Jones out of this. Here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused? Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. Does potassium cyanide work that fast? Oh, it was Flavor Aid. All right. Okay. Actually, it's a fruit drink. It works that fast? Okay. Alright, listen, I don't know. I don't deal with those kinds of substances. You're tossing it from one hand to the other. Hand-eye coordination, my guy. Keep your eye on the hat. And just practice, practice, practice. Oh, grape specifically? I like how they found the specific flavor. There's a documentary on Jonestown that I mean to watch, but I forgot about it. That's a good reminder. A very small dose kills practically immediately if taken at a leaf. Okay. Alright, okay. At the time of the incident, there were two other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. I still don't get his name. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Okay, très bien. Floor plans added to the record. Oh, he's drinking. Time for another sip. Oh, that's creepy. I don't think I would want to listen to that. That might be a little scary. Oh shit, really? That's why? You know, Henry, I think you just blew my mind. That's why that stereotype exists? What the fuck? What the shit? That's horrific. Jesus, yeah, wow. I did not know that. I don't think most of us knew that. Jesus. That's messed up. Come, detective, take up this hammer. Hammer? Nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Do you have to be so fucking edgy, Godot? Jesus. Yeah, no, I think that's a stereotype for Black Americans. I don't know about Canadians, but I have heard of the grape stereotype. But I feel like the watermelon one is more known globally. Yes, he does. He has to be edgy. Part of his shtick, I guess. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. I knew about that first one, and no, I knew about those 2 that you just mentioned, but I did not know about the grape drink. That's the only one I didn't know the reason behind. Okie dokie, thanks for showing up, Aqua. I appreciate it. Good luck on your dance. Use that hand-eye coordination, buddy. I believe in you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they don't teach us jack shit about Canadian history, so I wouldn't know any of that lore either. No, it's okay. Listen, you were on topic, because we were talking about potassium cyanide, because it was in the game, then we were talking Jonestown, and then Alita mentioned it was grape. It was a logical rabbit trail to go down. And we learned something important. So that's okay. But, let's reel it back in. We always learn important facts in these things. ADHD sidetracking, go brrr. Listen, it's always a logical trail in our minds, right? We just have to remember how we got there. Right? We believe in Maggie. I don't have all the evidence, but I believe in her. Like, she didn't have a motive. I still suspect the chef was involved. I don't trust him. Also, that Oni creep who pretended to be Phoneix has to be involved somehow. Why do we go into trial without all the evidence? God damn it. Yeah, no, some modern creepazoids definitely have taken pages out of his book, and I hate it. Oh, you think he just steals things? He doesn't kill people? I mean, that could work. I wonder if maybe that like poison bottle was planted there then, because we found it in his stuff. Okay, first testimony. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of a motive. Oh, of course he did. Of course he did. I mean, that's how most abusers and cult leaders get people to join, is by being like, I'm on your side. I'm working for you. And then they're actually being fucking jerks. Right, that's what I'm saying. They give us like a day, and then they expect the trial to be over in like 2 days. Ugh. Japanifornia, how dare you. Actually, I found this lady, she's a lawyer, and she's been playing through the Ace Attorney games. And I love seeing like real lawyers' reactions to this, because they're all they always get so annoyed. It's so funny. Botox? I mean, I know it's poisonous and dangerous. I just think it's so funny that people literally inject poison into themselves for, like, vanity purposes. Not say I haven't thought about it. I've thought about it, but it's just kind of ironic, isn't it? The limit in 3 days, of course. 1 gram. That is a lot. You're right, because they do it in milligrams, don't they? I mean, shit, I wouldn't know. I don't have Botox money. It was just wishful thinking, so I wouldn't know exactly how it's done. Oh, shit, another drink! Damn it, Godot! I'm gonna be so well hydrated by the end of this. Enjoy your lurk, Velvet! Oh, right, they do medical Botox for, like, jaw issues, right? Like jaw pain? But at that point, insurance covers it. Insurance don't cover it if it's just cosmetic. Oh, for migraines. Got it. I think I remember reading something about that. Interesting. You know, Alita, I think I'm gonna have to watch that documentary, because the more y'all tell me, the more I'm like, really? For real? Jesus. People are crazy. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? You are correct. I think it is botulism toxin. I already told you! That wasn't me! Okay. I'm not gonna save after every choice I make. But because I haven't saved in the courtroom at all, just once, so I don't have to go back before the courthouse. He is stupid and blind. You know, maybe he does have bad vision. Maybe he needs glasses. I hadn't thought of that. Probably is senile. But no, I'm just like, has anyone checked this man's vision? Like, I'm sure he at least has readers or some shit. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table. Are we sure? -20, -20. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? Well, what is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said, and What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. He should be able to see the color red. What if he's colorblind? But that hasn't been established, so we won't go there. Yeah, no, the voice, because Phoneix doesn't. Are you talking to me? He doesn't talk like that. Should I press? No, I think we're gonna leave it. There are other things. Yeah, let's not go there.
If you've got a bad feeling about this, maybe you should leave it alone. I once had a bad feeling that I was about to have a bad feeling. It was really bad.
Maybe I should move on to another part of this testimony then. We understand that the guy Glenn Elg was listening to the radio. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
What should I do? Should I press? No, that seems to be... Huh. Okay, let's keep going. Traces of poison were... Okay. Well, let's talk about the poison. Traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Salt, sugar, pepper. Objection. Damn it, I gotta drink again. But I'm almost done with my electrolytes. He's helping me. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? No, but I could put sugar in it, you bitch. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Damn! Shit! Motherfucker. It seems the poison could have only been in the coffee. Well, someone had to prepare the coffee, didn't they? I'm not gonna press harder until I get through everything, and then we'll decide what we should press harder on. Potassium cyanide. Let's talk about it. Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's, well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much and your history.
How much is too much?
A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. Yeah, that's not a lot.
0.2 grams? How much is that?
You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Ew. Why was that the first thing you thought of? We couldn't go for like teaspoons? Jesus. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Okay, well, what was it? What was the motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. Oh, drink. I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Oops. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket, but we don't know where it is. If it's not with Maggie, she might not have taken it. That's reasonable doubt. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I mean, we don't know where the ticket is. But I think my gut's telling me to press it. I'm gonna give it a shot. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Huh. I have here in my hand. God damn it! Of course he had it! Ah! I'm so mad! I thought he did it! That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search. Was it of Maggie? Of the defendant. Fuck! I fucked it up. Yeah. Yikes. Shit. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court. Right? Bitch, if you had it, it should have been in the court record. Why do you process? Man, both him and Miles held on to evidence. What is the deal? I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. I didn't lose any points, though. I think I'll be okay. I think this had to happen so we could add it to the court record. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000... Was the number not disclosed? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. In a real court, you couldn't use that as evidence. If the judge didn't know about it, it never went through discovery. True. But we're in Japanifornia where they don't give a fuck. Ooh, cream cheese bagels. That's what I had for breakfast. It was a blueberry bagel.
You really think there are any contradictions in this testimony?
To be honest, I don't know.
But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win this case if he doesn't throw us a line?
I don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I can do is gather the facts together, I guess. What's an MTL bagel? I don't know what that is. Okay, the victim was alone at his table. What do we got? Maybe if we press I figured it was Montreal, but I don't know what a Montreal bagel is. Like, what's on it? I think the sports paper is going to be important. Maybe that. Huh. Okay, so I think I should press on the radio thing. Wood-fired bagels? Interesting. Okay. I didn't know. He was alone at his table, listening to the radio. Let's press on it. Listening to his radio. Maggie told us. With demolition. Oh yeah, I've seen a bottle of Montreal seasoning at the grocery store. Interesting. Let's press it. What was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot! We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you... Okay. Fuck! We pressed on this, well... God, I guess I'll just start pressing on all of them. I'm stumped, man. Yeah, I think it was a meat seasoning, a steak seasoning, I think I saw. Yup, in the coffee cup, it was a powder. But he took his coffee black. Drink. Okay. Let's press it. Are you absolutely certain the victim even drank any of his? Well, he's dead, bitch. What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there? 'Cause he's dead, you dumbass god! God, team idiot fucking sandwich. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Ah, for me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. What evidence? You're hiding shit from me, Gumshoe! That was not part of the deal! That's what I'm saying! Cause he had toxicology do a study on that vial I gave him. But he doesn't, oh God. Of course they had to do toxicology. That piece, sir? Yes. That piece. What piece was it again? Drink. Why are you throwing coffee at me? Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Is that a lipstick stain? Was our man's wearing lipstick? Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly... coffee stain. Alright. Boo, boring. Conclusive proof the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! God. Right? Poor Phoneix gets assault at every fucking trial. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Man, I don't... Right, the bar is in hell. Warm coffee's better than whipping. I guess so. Right, she touched it to serve it, not to put the poison in. Who prepared the coffee? Okay, we've done this. Okay, I can't press on that. We've already pressed on her motive. Okay, the only thing we didn't press harder on was that first statement, so we gotta go back and do that. Okay, let's press it. How many cups has he had? I haven't been counting. I've just been drinking. Yeah. Alright, press it. Maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table will... Aha! This is it. It's the partition. I knew that partition would come in at this point. Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, Wright. Oh? I have in here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville, population the defendant. Could he have been hiding on the other side of the partition? This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Wright, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? I'm telling you, man, there had to be something about that partition. It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Oh shit, it's Wright! Oh my god! Hi, Pun! Hello, Pun! Hello, Raiders! Welcome! Hello, friends! My name is Martha. I am an idol VTuber, voice coach, and your trashy guardian. I use they, them pronouns. I am a connoisseur of cringe and a protector of joy. My mission is to create community and connection through fandom while encouraging everyone to live as their most authentic selves. Welcome! We're playing Ace Attorney. Currently it doesn't look great. But it'll be okay. Yeah, let's get a shout out. Minecraft? What were you building in Minecraft? What were you up to? Have you seen the Minecraft movie yet? Well, thank you, Pawn. Thank you for trusting your community with me. I really appreciate it. If you have to raid and run, if you need to eat something or go lay down, do what you need to do, friend. But I appreciate it, and I love you. I miss you. I miss your face. Okay, so we got a crime scene photo. Fuck! This was just to get evidence, wasn't it? This whole section. Oh, you liked it? You know, the reviews that I have been hearing have been a lot more positive than I expected. I'm kind of curious about it. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, astral sorcery. That sounds fun. I do enjoy space. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. The Minecraft movie was funny and whimsical, but Jack Black is kinda... Yeah, it's just Jack Black being Jack Black, isn't it? That's alright. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. I mind.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie's starting to pile up fast.
See, I liked him in a lot of his other movies. I feel like he needs to, like, take a break and come back refreshed, because I feel like he's doing a lot of the same shit at this point. Yeah, that's because the court has already ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final, decisive piece of evidence. Alright, Buster, what do you got? I do like, his performance as Bowser was quite good. I did enjoy that. Yeah, no, that, he definitely does not fit OG Steve, but I feel like that conversation's been had. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
Shut up, Maya. That stain looks like it can't be blood. It didn't say he bled. Boys, that... Man, potassium cyanide doesn't make people bleed, does it? All we saw on the table were coffee stains. Huh. Seems like the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Yes, go get you a snack. Thank you, Pon. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. Bitch, that is not what we were referring to. It's ketchup! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Not the poison vial? Then what was in the vial that we found? Gumshoe, you were supposed to take that to toxicology! Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison. In Maggie's pocket. Yeah. And Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. Well, fuck me. Why am I here? God. Alright, fine. Small pocket, but big stains. Thanks. Thanks for that. Huh. Does the chef wear gloves? There's something still bothering me, Mr. Goodell. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court? Drink. I think this is the last sip of the electrolytes. Eat the glass poison bottle again. No, there's potassium cyanide in the bottle this time. We can't do that. Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. I mean, he is wearing a mask. Right? Like, I feel like that thing obstructs his vision. Well, detective? Could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. That's, it's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. Do French people even use ketchup? You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. Yuck. I was about to say, why are they using ketchup in a French restaurant? But yeah, I guess if it's a maid cafe, it makes sense. That means there was someone else in the restaurant. I mean, there was the old man, but all he gets is $8 coffee. So somebody had to order something else. You're right. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt this last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunities, the supporting evidence, they have all been clearly established. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts! Witness, please continue. Continue? Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation. I still want to look at the partition. We need to see what happens. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Is he gonna be a witness? Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. And then the investigation went smoothly. How? How did you know? Not the K-pop bias. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. What about the ketchup? Where's the ketchup? You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Well, fuck me. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Fun? Are we having fun yet? Okay. 2:25 p.m. I mean, that makes sense with the okay, but let's talk about the old man. Let's talk about him. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? He has an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. Advisory, okay with the puns. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at him. And beans. Those are not seeds, those are beans. But you know, translation team. Beans. Huh. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the... How late? That means the other person could have had a chance to escape. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Okay. How long was the defendant unconscious? The officers got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene. Wait. She was passed out in the kitchen? I wonder if what was in the green vial made Maggie pass out, and whoever drugged her hid the vial in Jean's, like, perfumey shit. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. Now is not the time, Gumshoe! You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional birdwatcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? But god damn it, he took that bottle, so I don't have it. I don't have anything that could... Nope. Okay, how did we figure out... Wait, what? Oh! She could have passed out from the aromatherapy, but we don't have the bottle, do we? Like, he gave us one, but it's not in the evidence, so we can't use it. Nope. Nothing. I'll have to keep that in the back of my mind. Alright, how did you figure out who he was? He didn't have any identification? Are you saying it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? That's not why we're here. I think I'm onto something here. Okay. Wait a sec. Huh, did I say something dumb again? Yes. Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? You can go writing fan fiction, for real. Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eye things going. Why do you keep withholding evidence, Gumshoe? This is making me mad. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along that's new. We never heard about that from Maggie. It seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. But what meds? Would they put somebody to sleep? Nah, we're gonna hear more about this shit. What do you mean, ask about his health insurance? We don't give a shit about his health insurance. We're asking about the prescription bag. What sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Okay. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. But what was the name of the medication on the bag, Gummy? Completely empty. Victim's prescription. Bitch, it has text on the front. Maybe we could read it. Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? I'm gonna find something with this fucking bag, dude. What happened with the investigation after that, detective? Hold on. The victim got this from the doctor before going to Tribulations. The bag is empty. Damn. Now I need a sip of water. Merciful heavens. Okay. I feel like if we can figure out what medicine was on there, we might get somewhere. But I can't go back and ask about his health insurance. So we will press on. The defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Nobody has common sense and it won't let you make them do the obvious stuff. Right? That's what I'm saying. The medicine could have reacted. We don't know what the fuck he was on. Yeah, you've nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the— No, it doesn't. Shut up, Gumshoe. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, Wright, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, fuck. I'd love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. What was it? The boss's shirt? The tie around his head, maybe? Damn. He didn't even let me try. Are we sure? Are you sure about that? That there was nothing else missing? So, the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah? Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? That's a good argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source says I made it the fuck up. Pretty much. And they're just gonna let him get away with it? It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe.
I don't find a hole in this testimony. The judge is gonna hand down his verdict.
Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe were like Dumb and Dumber! Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious.
Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been!
Okay, 225 by the scary old man. Can I present Victor? Oh shit, no. Sorry, Henry, I have to reload just for that. I'm not losing points for that. Oh! Take two! For real. Oh my god, don't say that, Elita! Oh my god, that's so morbid! I still think the prescription bag is what I want. Thank you for your forgiveness. Okay, let's scroll through it. Keep going. Okay. I'll save here, just so I don't have to go back every time. Okay. Dumb and Dumber, it's true. Pretty bird, pretty bird. Okay, so we don't have any evidence for that. Sorry if my keyboard is very clackety-clack. Nothing else missing. And then they don't give a fuck about the chef stealing. Dumb and Dumber. Okay. Be stupid! The crime was reported at 2:25 by a scary old man. Poor Maggie passed out from shock. I feel like I need to present the sports paper, right? Have I seen Dumb and Dumber, the movie? No, but I get the reference. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be the sports paper, but I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Maybe I might try it on this statement. Nope! I fucked it up. Shit. Okay, so... maybe the end. Oh, it was hidden, wasn't it? Ah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about the fact that it was hidden. I was thinking about the doodles on it. Okay. Nothing else missing except that. Why? Who hit it? Fuck! Really? Do I have to press first? I think I have to press first. Shit. I have to press all the statements first, then maybe I'll try again. Hang on. I'm gonna go through it all. And then I'll save again so I don't have to do this anymore. I am back in the driver's seat. No, I feel like you're on the right track, Henry. They missed something obvious. I feel like... okay. We save. Okay, let's go to the ending statement. She passed out from the shock. He didn't have any ID. We found on the investigation went smoothly. We found those things. Nothing else was missing. Let's try it again. Fuck, do I have to press that first? I'm so mad. Fine, I will press it again. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do it there. Scary old man. We got the fucking beans. He was late. Okay, passed out from the shock. Didn't have any ID. Found out, and we got the bag. Found the bottle of poison. Nothing else was missing. Are you sure? It's the same thing. Can I present something here? No, I can't. What the fuck? God, I'm stumped. Huh. Let me look at that. Let me look at the photos again. Okay, so the kitchen was here. There's the entrance to the kitchen. So you couldn't see anybody behind the partition. You can only see just like barely these two sides. Then yeah, there's a whole corner you're missing. But I don't know how to present it. Fuck it, I'm using the guide. That's what guides are for. Where are you? Go. Oh, shit. Oh! I'm dumb. It's not the ticket. His medication was missing from the crime scene. Nothing was missing but the medication. Well then. That's why we found the prescription bag. Okay, alright, go back. Okay, victim didn't have any identification. So you were right, Henry, that we had to present it on that last statement. But what we're presenting is this. There we go. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point out something to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal! We fucking did it. Jesus Christ. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? Where his meds go, and what were they? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Aren't they cute? I also enjoy my wiggly ears. Dummy gummy. Yeah, maybe he was on pain management or something. We don't know. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Huh. That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological. That's an ENT, buddy. That's what that is. Was it a hearing aid? What kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. Drink. Ooh, posture check, and a hydrate, and a head pat. I'm a hydrate, and I'm a head pat, thank you. And I sit. I sit up in the chair. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for keeping me sane. He took a blow to the side of his head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. Fucking horse semen? Jesus. It's mentioned. Well, it didn't say that in the damn thing. I'm so mad. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is. In very, very fine print. Why not make it big, damn it? It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations.
So why is it gone?
Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Damn it. Seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. Fuck!
Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? I'ma push it. That's all I've got. I've got nothing else. It's still missing. Why would it be missing if it's not relevant? Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? Ugh. But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable. Aha! We're getting somewhere. Therefore, he is a fool and wrong. Why are you mixing random shit? I'm gonna have to look at this game, because what the hell? That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot. I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. Foolishly, foolish fool who fools foolishly. Yeah, where's Francisca when you need her? It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? He doesn't hate the pigeons, he feeds them. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Don't put it anywhere, right?
Yay! Good job, Nick!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Huh. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Oh, shit. Oh, all right.
Phew! That was close.
Shut! God damn it, Henry! No, that's what I'm saying. That man is probably self-medicating for ADHD. Something. You know, there was actually, I was watching a video. There's a TikTok account. This guy, like, eats, like, different U.S. politicians every day. And he ate, like, Teddy Roosevelt. And that man drank a gallon of coffee every day. And historians believe he was self-medicating for ADHD by drinking so much goddamn coffee. Oh, Oh, God. The only other U.S. president that drank more coffee than Teddy Roosevelt was Dwight D. Eisenhower. And that's because he was president during World War II. So the man was stressed out and staying up late. Also, because coffee was rationed during World War II, it was probably mixed with a lot of chicory. So I don't think there would have been as much caffeine in Eisenhower's coffee. Caffeine and sugar, the ultimate calmer for ADHD people. Ain't that the truth? It is insane. I don't know how. Oh, he was an army general, right? Then why was he drinking so much coffee as president? Right? I was about to say. Teddy did fight a bear, he did. So I'm thinking maybe, he didn't drink that much coffee as a president. He drank that much coffee during World War II? Either that or, because I think Eisenhower, he said, drank 24 cups a day. And I don't know, if we're saying like 8 ounces is a cup, I don't know how many ounces are in a gallon. Isn't it over 100? Probably got used to it, maybe. He had to raise Alice and run the country. Not the fucking hangover cure? Okay. Was he out partying? So when president, maybe he just kept doing it. 8 cups and what the no. 'Cause, though I think it was like 14 cups of coffee that Teddy Roosevelt drank in a day. 14 cups yeah, that's what I'm saying. 16 cups, that's what it was. The guy in the video could only drink 14 and he just couldn't stomach it any longer. Yeah, I was about to say that seems a little short. 16 cups, holy shit. So Eisenhower drank another a gallon and a half of coffee per day. Listen, just 2 is enough for me. Jesus Christ. What is it with these men? Anyway, sorry, we're over here talking about coffee. Do y'all want me to go through with the rest of this testimony from the old man? Maybe I'll do the guide and we can do it quick. Because I think I want to start with another investigation next Ace Attorney stream. They come in pints? Right. Oh, God. Okay. Let's do this quickly. Eagles per hamburger. Okay. Just watch like the last 30-45 minutes of the VOD before the next one, Henry. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks for modding. I appreciate it. Good night, and have a good sleep. Off we go. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir.
No, that's my line. I think I really did die a little bit.
Looks like we all nearly died in there.
I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that?
Good night, Elliot. Sleep well, friend, and have a good day tomorrow.
Huh?
He said he'd help me. I don't think he betrayed you. I just think he's dumb. Ha! Where's Mia saying I'm already dead? So true.
But he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again.
What if it's not Gumshoe? What do you mean? Like an imposter? But, Poor Gumshoe.
So the next witness is gonna be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo, lover of waitress outfits and projectile beans.
I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick?
We need Mia and her titties. Please call upon her. I don't know, he didn't seem much different to me, but I will keep that idea as an open possibility. I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending beans. Okay. Let me pull up our guide just so I have it handy. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Alright, Kudo. We're gonna go on this screen. And we're gonna... I want it there. And then you're gonna go... Oh my god. There. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. Alright. Go away, ad. I've got it. We are ready to go. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the new witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation or that you're unemployed. My occupation? Yeah, listen, young'un. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Oh, kimono embroidery? That's what I do, or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not that much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Okay, now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over beans over a cup of cappuccino. Beans? What do you think these are? I see. So you saw everything that happened, huh, Gramps? Did I? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. I saw it all. Then please tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, sure. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. Okay, here we go. And since Henry's gone... Oh, no, wait. I gotta wait. Oh, I can save here. Ha ha! The young man was reading the sports paper. Finally, I can bring that bitch back in. The serving girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. You don't remember her face, you remember her outfit. You didn't recognize her. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
You're as bad as the rest of them.
All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones? Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell ya. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Okay, Boomer. Whatever you say. I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. The one thing that I do remember... I'm gonna see if I can skip. So I have the guide on hand, but I'm gonna see if I can skip. To this. Because when we talked to him earlier today, he didn't remember her. All he remembered was the outfit. You said, I remember her well, in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry? You can see all the way up to her. You know. She's practically naked in that uniform. That's not what I asked you about, you fucking creep. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress, Jesus, I'm losing it, is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me! Wear it! Put it on! Put on the maid outfit, Phoneix! Put on the maid outfit! Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. Anguish, he would look excellent.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away. No! I need it. Somebody must have drawn fan art. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna post it. There are other things I recognize about her, too. Okay, what are they? Press it, bitch. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Yes, chat wants to see you in the dress, Phoneix. Sure, sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. That's not... Those aren't specific to Maggie. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Ludicrous, welcome, friend. It's going okay. We're just cross-examining a creep. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday evening. As if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. Right, I was about to say, he only remembers the lewd shit. A good old Kudo. I don't know about that, but sure. There's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. That wasn't what I was commenting on, but okay. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this. Okay, ask about the straps. Ask about her back? I don't really Oh, Godot is the best. 10 out of 10. We have quite a few Godot fans in this chat. 2 of them just left, but quite a few. Oh, we're gonna save because I can't. I don't know if the straps are gonna get anything besides lewdness. I know I need to keep pressing, but this one. I saved. If I fuck up, we'll just reload. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Oh, that's what he meant by back. Okay, that makes more sense. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection.
Ah! Maybe. I wonder if we can bring up the ketchup stain here, because we did learn about that in the last session. He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I don't know about that. The old man recognizes her backside quite well. Yes. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observe from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Are we sure? Are we sure about that? Cause there was a big old ketchup stain on that apron, even if you didn't recognize her face. Ha ha! It worked! Thank God there was that stupid section about the ketchup stain. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. She had at least one eye. That's funny. Oh, he is an ass man, but he did like Mia with her tig old bitties, so I think he might be both, TBH. That filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that, hmm? Well, you half-witted clot! Gotcha. Aha! What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. Huh? Yep. And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Witness, you can't just oops your way out of this. Huh. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. And we drink. When Godot drinks, we drink. Listen, Wright, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird? Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, This old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Shush, Maya. Very well. Let's just test how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Alright, here we go. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Okay. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh, yes! I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
I suppose, but it's what I do best. God damn it, Phoneix. Let's see. Another, okay, pesky, broken pair of spectacles, newspaper in the right hand. Okay, yes. Listening to the wireless, brought over the Javachino, picked up the cup with his free hand. What direction was the coffee cup handle in? He couldn't have picked it up with his left hand. If the direction of the handle is being... Because then he would have held, like, the hot coffee, like touching the mug directly. Why not? Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know, there's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these beans and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. What's this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes. And on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Right, because if the mug were facing the other direction, that's where the mark would be. Right, that's what every old person with memory problems says. Poor bastards. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! Oh? If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. Alright, buddy. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony?
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh, yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot in you, you spiky-haired yahoo, who are at fault.
Spiky-haired yahoo. I like that. That's funny.
Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man, old man.
Right, you are also old.
Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot. He drank. I drink. Ouch, damn, Elita. It's just that nose. If he got his allergies taken care of, he'd look a heck of a lot better. But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor.
Okay, left hand or right hand?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
Okay.
He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to...
Nope. Nope. Couldn't be. His left eardrum was shot. We just learned that before the recess. Okay, yeah, an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad. But they don't matter.
Coffee cup could have been switched. True.
I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts in good old black and white.
Okay. Left hand. Okay, so... wearing the earpiece on the same side of the lens. And the lens was on his left. He could not be wearing the earpiece on his left side because that eardrum was ruptured. What is this? Fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, the left hand. Okay, so... bag. Because that's the only proof we have that his eardrum was ruptured. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of the fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured.
Eh?
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Boom.
Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon! Oh, pretty pigeon!
lost it, singing the pigeon song. Order, order, order! This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? Aha! We got him! A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down! I know I'm right! The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly the victim used both hands? Come on! He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what... God damn you, Godot! I thought we were gonna end it! Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! And now I have to chug. You know, having Godot is helping me stay very hydrated. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Puh! Will the judge agree? I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that this witness is not deceiving. God damn it. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I love that expression, old fogey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. Neener, neener, neener. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Bitch who? Shut up! You're the old fogey. Goddamn. If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there, I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? Please, God, no. To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance! I want another crack at you, you young shark! Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. You're making your way towards Eisenhower territory, buddy. What do you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet! Much, much quicker! I can't believe this is happening. You better get ready, youngster.
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those beans at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of beans.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over on the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javicino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and a strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, hmm?
Vase? What vase? What did that have to do with anything? Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Eh? You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man?
No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah? So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Okay. Okay, this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javicino. Clumsy idiot upset the vase, knocked it... What? What vase? Where's that photo? Oh! There was a vase on the table, but it wasn't knocked over. It's upright in this photo. So would that be wrong? Let's find out. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Ow! Ooh! Ow!
Enough! If you throw any more beans in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yes? Go on. We've heard everything else you've had to say today.
The broken vase. It was on my table.
What?
Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
I don't like this joke. Why did we need to know this? I hate it here. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Oh, wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got
No more. No more. You're just as bad as Mo. Sit down.
Oh, yes. I remember something.
Thank God. Cut him off. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the court. You never called the bailiff on any of these bitches. Finally. God.
Wait, listen to me.
Bye. God. We seem to have been considerably sidetracked. And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. Okay, we survived. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's just one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
The dough's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. God damn it. Victor's testimony added to the court record. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned. I need a drink. Oh my God, we did it. And in about 30 minutes. Okay, so my prediction was correct. Yes, we will save, and then next time, we will investigate. We will investigate more. I still have one more stream left this week. Not tomorrow, but Saturday. Saturday night. We are going to be doing some karaoke, musical theater karaoke specifically. I'm still deciding the last few songs in my set list, but inspired by my recent trip to New York City, I'm going to be singing some show tunes for y'all. And that will be one of 2 karaoke streams this month because I missed one in March. So, come join me on Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, for some karaoke. He was insufferable. I'm glad it's over, and I hope we don't see him again. Alrighty, folks. So, who's live? Who's up at this late hour? Trina, Fish, Lynn, Aki, Hazumi, and Streamscribe. What do we want to do? Ooh! We've got a retro Sega game from 1990. Let's go say hello to Streamscribe for some King's Bounty, if you're a fan of retro games. Come raid them with me, say hello, use the emote left in the chat. And come see me on Saturday from some karaoke. Alright, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!